Hey guys, what is going on? We are back with another best class setup in Vanguard for you here. Today we are taking a look at the recently changed PPSh-41 in Season 3 Reloaded. Now, this is one of those weapons that did receive a little bit of a tweak to its smaller caliber ammo, making it a little bit more competitive with some of the other weapons in the game. Now, with this particular class setup that we've got here today, we actually can get 170 to 180 milliseconds worth of that time to kill, an absolutely massive magazine, really easy to control recoil, and good range values, making this one of the best SMGs in Season 3 Reloaded. Just before we do get into the class setup though, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it and it really does help me out. However, I do know that about 80% of you guys watching this right now are not subscribed. If you could take the time to join our little community here, that would mean an awful lot to me and would help us cut through the YouTube algorithm and get these videos to as many people as possible. So let's take a look at the brand new PPSh-41 here, guys. This thing is an absolute monster in the game. Now, if you've not tried this out yet after the most recent update, make sure you do check it out here. So as I was saying with this particular class setup, you do get around 170 to 180 milliseconds worth of that time to kill. You don't get a 3-shot or anything like that. This thing just absolutely hoses bullets at people and deals a decent amount of damage and just chunks people down, which is really satisfying in most circumstances. This thing excels at close to medium range for the most part. You get good accuracy with this, and that was one of the problems with some of the other attachments that we have seen previously. If we do take a look at the magazine, this is the one that did get changed. The 8mm NAM boost 71 round mag is what we start with here. This does increase our recoil control and our accuracy, our fire rate by an 8% increase, which is really nice for that TTK, recoil control by 25% across the board, and 71 rounds in the mag. Now, what we had previously, I believe, was the .30 Russian short 35 round mag, and this is a little bit worse and makes the weapon quite uncontrollable, so keep that in mind. This is why we go with this one. In the muzzle, we do have the oil can silencer just because it looked kind of goofy, and it does give us that sound suppression and the accuracy as well, as we don't want to reduce our sort of damage range with the mercury silencer. But if you want a little bit of an extra TTK boost, you can take the recoil booster as well. Again, on top of the massive fire rate, you get a little bit more here. In the barrel, we do go with the ZAC 300mm for the bullet velocity, range, accuracy, and recoil control and accuracy. Basically, just makes you more accurate here again. 10% increases to those stats, a little bit of a boost to that damage range as well as that bullet velocity. In the optics slot, we do have the slate reflector here for a very nice clear side picture. There's stock, we do have the ZAC folding for initial accuracy and recoil and aim down side speed. Under barrel, M1941 hand stop here for recoil control and accuracy. Then in the ammo type, we do have lengthen here just to increase that bullet velocity by 30%, taking it to 500 meters per second, which is very nice for heat detection for an SMG. In the rear grip, again, stipple grip for initial accuracy and recoil. In the proficiency, you want tight grip as well for recoil control and accuracy while we are firing. And in the kit, we do have quick. We don't really need fully loaded with this particular build because we do have a 71 round mag, meaning we have lots of ammunition. You can take this if you prefer though, but we like to sprint around a little bit faster, so we do take quick here. Alrighty, so many of you probably have experienced this as well, just because it is a pretty important part of the game at the moment. There's like a matchmaking bug going on at the moment where, remember a little while ago they took out the assault playlist? They took out the assault playlist and you can't play that anymore, so you just have like blitz and you have tactical. But it has basically made just the matchmaking very strange. Like, it's just made it sort of, I guess worse is the way that you would describe it. Like, it's just, it functions less than it did before. It's hard to describe, but like, finding games takes a little while. Like, that could just be because no one's playing this game anymore, but it also sort of comes down to like being able to find the lobbies that you're after, because I realistically only want to play blitz. Like, I want to play with as many people as possible so I can get as many kills as possible and show off for you guys how good these guns are. And when there's less people in the lobby, obviously that's a little bit less. Maybe playing on Hotel Royal with 6v6, and this feels fine. But on those larger maps, like the big maps, you know what I'm talking about, like Demyansk, that one, the big snow map, and I mean, when that's 6v6, it's like a snooze fest. Like, it is literally the slowest map that the game's ever seen. Like, I'm serious. Like, it's literally just wait for people to walk out into the open, and if they do, you shoot them. Which, I mean, is admittedly how most people play most maps, but you know what I mean. But yeah, with the matchmaking, it's just a little weird at the moment. Like, it's just a little tough to find a blitz game, which is just, that's what I'm after. And when you do find a blitz game, it's just a little bugged or something like that. There's just problems with the matchmaker. I'm sure many people have pointed this out previously. Look at that recoil control. Oh no! The timing on that could probably not have been worse, actually, now that I think about it. That was about as bad as it could have been. But yeah, the matchmaking just a little bit bugged at the moment. I'm kind of annoyed that they did get rid of the assault playlist, because that was typically where I did do some of my best work, had the most fun in this game, just because, I mean, it felt like a decent amount of people, but at the same time, it wasn't like a ridiculous amount of people. You still felt like you could get a decent amount of work done, but at the same time, there was like a reasonable amount of people in the server and in the lobby. Not like there was like 24v24, which sometimes you're just not looking for. Sometimes I was all about that and getting as many kills on as many people as possible, but yeah, at the same time, sometimes it just didn't work for me, and I want to play something else and do other things and not just have like 7,000 people on the server trying to hunt you down at the same time. It did make it easy to go for nukes sometimes, depending on how you did play. Just going to jump across again. You should be able to find somebody and jump into them here. If they're not there, they're going to be a rent. That's a teammate. I wouldn't mind knowing where the enemies are right now. This is a guy. Take him out. Oh, the timing was bad. He was waiting for us. So the timing was not ideal on that. But yeah, the lobbies have just been weird at the moment. Like, they've just been weird. This game is probably in one of the better states that it's been in, apart from the matchmaking stuff. Like, they keep changing all the weapon balancing and stuff. They keep making bad weapons good. They keep buffing all the attachments and stuff, making a little bit more variety. And then the matchmaking is just like a little messed up, which makes me feel bad because, I mean, I really do like this game. Ah, we gotta run. Dip out of that gunfight because, I mean, fighting that guy again probably would not have gone very well for me. This thing is an absolute machine, though. It's crazy. If you love weapons that shoot quickly, this is probably going to be for you because it's like a very quick shooting weapon. It also has really easy to control recoil. That was a little short there, only a few minutes, and 14 and 3 is obviously not my best game. We didn't die too much, but we are probably going to jump into another lobby here as well. Alrighty, nice quick little run around on Sphere that we do have here, which is one of my absolute favourite maps in the new update. I think this is one of the cooler maps they've ever added to the game. I just love the combination of like the vibe between like your weapons sciencey style stuff and then like the extra like old-timey town kind of. We got outplayed by that guy there. We got really outplayed by that dude. Yeah, the old-timey like westerny like style town vibe, and then like that combo with the extra sciencey. I couldn't sprint when I jumped down. Yeah, the sciencey side of vibe from the weapons facility underneath is very, very cool as well. But at the moment, I do just want to try and get into my spots, which are typically on the other side of this. Basically just controlling the little mine shafty bit on the other side and being able to sort of control that middle area of the map. That's where we want to get to for the most part. And that is where we're going to chill. Just in this bit. Just got to be aware of where the enemies are coming from here. On there. Take out that guy and then rotate that head around. Just waiting for an enemy to maybe appear in the little tunnel. No. That should get him. The timing could not have been worse there either. Oh, they pushed me at the same time, dude. Oh my goodness. Like, having a little bit of a rough start in this game, but hopefully we can make a little bit of a comeback here. Again, we're just going to try and play in our areas and just try and find our spot in this map, that stronghold that we did have previously. I mean, we haven't found it yet, but hopefully we can get it. I can do it. That gets me every time. That little shadow there gets me every time. Here we go. Going for it here. Alright, again, just looking at the middle, then rotate across. There's a guy above me right now. There's two guys above me. Should be able to... I think one just dropped down. Just got to care. No, we're good. Rotate back across. There's a guy just here, which we can take out. I think he's in there. This really isn't happening for us right now. We'll get after him. Teammate just, like, literally sprinted past a guy. That's amusing. If I peek at this side, I'm very likely to die here. Otherwise, that might happen. I was a little lucky there. I feel like there might be a guy coming this way. But again, I do have to have my head on a swivel and be able to turn around very quickly because there was a guy just there. Busy looking at the mini-map instead of the actual map, man. Like, busy looking at the mini-map instead of the actual map in this game. It's not going very well for us. We are struggling a little bit here, and that happens sometimes. That happens occasionally in this. And that's alright. I don't mind showing you guys these games. We do struggle a little bit too. It happens. Happens to everyone. Take out that guy and then try and get across there. We did manage to actually do it this time. We didn't do it before, but we managed to get it this time. A little lucky there, perhaps. Put those armor plates on while there is teammates around me just to give me the little... the timing. I can't believe it keeps happening, dude. Just gonna bail out of that area. The timing, man, like... I had a perfect example of COD timing the other day. We got COD timing so hard, it was unbelievable. I don't want to go this way, I just got to care that there's nobody in this area as well, just because, I mean, we haven't been here for a while. We're not doing a very good job of controlling this area. Now, our man does like to come down here. He does like to come this way. That was the shadow move. Oh. I'll be honest with you, this isn't actually a result of me using a bad class setup or anything like that. It's me being bad at the game. Like, it's just not happening for us in this particular game. Like, we did quite well in the previous game that we played, but in this one, it ain't happening for us, which is, that's how it goes sometimes. That is how it goes. Okay, there should be a guy down here. Got that guy. I'm a little scared of peeking back here. Just gonna wait and see if that tag gets taken. Keep an eye on it a little bit. I think we're okay. There's a guy on the top there. Again, a little bit tricky for us to go that way. So we're just going to go a different way. Teammate did confirm that kill, but I think he might have died as well. Guy on this side, we're going to try and get back up here. I did see a little flash of a dude. That was him. I think we're okay. I think we're okay to move up. Teammate's got that. I guess under control is the wrong word. I mean, he died, but it did act as an early warning system for us, so that is quite handy. No, again, man. Just again, every time we try and get into a gunfight, there's always a second guy there. There's only 6 people on the enemy team on the map, but we're still having some struggles, man. We're still having some trouble. Take out that guy. Got to turn around, I think. No, we're okay. Clear the middle. Clear that guy. Another 2 there. That's why having an insane... Oh, boy. Wonder if he's going to remember that. Yep, okay, it worked out. It worked out. Oh my god, they just kept coming at me, dude. There's only 6 people on the map and there was like 5 of them just there. Oh. Just my luck sometimes, man. It's just unbelievable. And there's not that many guys on the map, man. And they were all apparently just there. They all apparently came after me there. I think he's going to jump down. No, he didn't jump down, but we were close. Oh, there's another one there. That's... Oh! Okay, literally last bullet killed that man. That's good. That's a little lucky there. A little bit of fortune. A little bit of good fortune there. Oh boy. Oh boy, get me out of here. A little bit apprehensive to go that way. Just gonna lay down here and chuck the armor on. Just gonna wait for that. Boys, it's just... It's not my day, I don't think. Killed that guy. Little lucky. Definitely should have been able to kill that guy too, man. A little unfortunate for the loss. Not my best game. 23 and 11. Obviously a little bit of struggle, but I felt like including a little bit of a gameplay like this would just give you a sense of perspective of not all gameplays on the internet have to be fantastic, and they all aren't going to be fantastic a lot of the time, and sometimes you might only see the good ones. But I wanted to include a little bit of an interesting one there, just so we could talk about some of the struggles occasionally, a bit of COD timing there. But again, we're going to have our final thoughts on this in just a second here. So as you saw there, guys, the PPSh after the most recent changes made this weapon really competitive in this game. One of my problems with it before was, of course, that sort of negative recoil stats. It was a little bit tricky if you did want the maximum damage build, but with this particular option, you get a great fire rate, good damage number, decent range values, easy to control recoil, and a massive magazine, making this one of the more satisfying and best guns in the game right now. Again, that PPSh 180 to 170 millisecond time to kill, really strong here actually. If you've not tried this out yet, make sure you do go truck this class together because it is really fun in this game. But just before we go here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it, and it really does help me out. Of course, I know that about 80 to 85% of you guys watching this right now are not subscribed, and if you could take the time to join our little community here, that would mean an awful lot to me, and hopefully that does mean I will see you in the next video. Bye!